Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Get Celebritized. I'm your host, Aurea McGarry, and I'm very excited here today to introduce you to someone that I am meeting for the first time. But I feel like I know this amazing, incredible powerhouse woman because we have been in each other's rooms on Clubhouse this past year, which has been a huge game changer for so many of us. But come to find out, she's right here in my neck of the woods. So, without any further ado, I'm going to bring up Diamond Diva, the founder of Diamond Diva Entertainment. She's an entrepreneur, a celebrity host, an investor, international keynote speaker, commercial loan broker, and certified mindset coach. And she is an incredible mindset coach. I have heard her speak now for thousands of hours this past year, and she is bring it. Trust me. She's the founder and CEO of Diamond Diva Entertainment and the Abundance Mastermind. So let's bring up this gorgeous woman, my new friend, Diamond Diva. Welcome to Get Celebritized.
Hello, Aurea. It's such a pleasure to be here with you today, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Oh, the pleasure is mine. We have been trying to connect for some time now between the two of us being so busy. Then come to find out we're neighbors. I'm like, holy cow, it is hug time and definitely brunch time.
Absolutely. Yes. Looking forward to it.
Me too. Me too. Well, we have a mutual friend with Renee Noor as well, and she's the beautiful one here in Georgia and traveling the world now. So I'm really excited to get to know you and let the viewers and the listeners get to know you because listen up, people. She not only is a Diamond Diva Entertainment personality and so much more. I don't even have time to go through her amazing biography, but listen to this. She's already has 64,000 followers on Clubhouse. If you don't know what the Clubhouse audio app is, it's only been around for a little bit over a year, and she's got 64,000 followers, and she is on there constantly giving great value. That's how I got to know her. But on Instagram alone, she's 119,000 followers, and they're not the fake followers. They're people that are engaged with her. So, Diamond, tell us how you came about being this amazing, empowering empire goddess.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Such kind words. And, I will tell you that coming to Clubhouse was actually one of those things where I had no idea what to expect over there. As you stated, I had built my business and my brand, Diamond Diva Entertainment, on Instagram. And that was my primary platform for many, many years. And so when my friend approached me with Clubhouse, I said, not another social media platform, right? I had so much going on already, but something inside of me said, you need to check this out. There's something special here. And so that's exactly what I did. And I fell in love with it when I started entering rooms about the power of mindset and entrepreneurship, my two favorite loves. And so ever since then, I really just been spending time pouring in value, connecting with amazing people like yourself. And it's really just been a journey of building relationships and finding my space to really connect with like-minded individuals. It's been incredible.
We really have, dominated it. Like I said, when you said you're building your Instagram, I hope people are listening to this. Before that, even Clubhouse even came about, you already had 119,000 followers on Instagram and very engaging. You're very personable. You pour into people and they pour back into you. So there's communication going on, which is what we've been hearing so much about, more so lately than ever, that it doesn't matter so much the following if you don't have the engagement. To talk to us about how you did that, even before, the audio apps came along, you built quite, a community.
Absolutely. And you nailed it. It's about connecting and engaging with people. And so originally, when I built Diamond Diva Entertainment, we were doing live and in-person events. And I was very intentional to make sure that when I connected with people and we exchanged business cards, I also connect with them on my social platforms, in particular, Instagram. And this is before I had my landing pages, before I had my marketing campaigns. And so Instagram really was my business page. And so I made sure that every single person I connected with followed me on Instagram as well. And we stayed connected there. And so the secret really is about building relationships and making sure that the people that are not just numbers, are not just followers, but they're actually people that you want to get to know, that want to get to know you. And so I do take the time to respond to comments and take the time to comment back on other people's pages and just really make that relationship more about how can we connect? How can we build something special? And as a result of that, I've been able to grow and expand over the years. And I'm really excited to do that because by making those relationships the priority, all the other things came off the back of that, building my businesses, building my brands, and, having opportunities like this today to speak with you. And so I would encourage people who are looking to grow on social to look at it as, how can I connect with people? How can I build relationships? And the numbers will grow when your intentions are about bringing value to people's lives and building genuine relationships.
They really will grow. And, everybody says, the numbers don't matter. They matter a little because it does draw attraction. You look like, oh my gosh, this person has so many followers. But then you dive a little deeper and you see, oh, there's engagement going on here. Oh, look at this. She's actually replying, because that's what, we do more now. We're like, look, okay, who's talking to this person now too? And so has this been profitable for you? Because in Get Celebritized, I like to dig in deeper to the conversation. So what's really working? Because after the pandemic, we're not even at the after point yet, but because of it, there's so many entrepreneurs and solopreneurs trying to pivot, and everything may look shiny and wonderful to everybody else. Like, wow, look at them go. But tell us what is really making the profit now. What has been your sweet spot since 2020 that's really put cash in your pocket? And speak to the entrepreneurs about that.
It's a great question. And so I'll start with social media and use some marketing terms, if I may, here today.
Please do.
Absolutely. And so one of the things I want people to keep in mind when it comes to conversions, when it comes to profitability, social media, you can look at it as being top of funnel. And so for those of you who may not be familiar with this term, it's a marketing term that talks about the customer client journey. And so what happens, just like a real funnel, it's wide at the top and then it gets narrow. Social media is that first touch point. And so you may have people there who are following because they're looking for entertainment. You may have people there who are following because they truly connect with what it is that you're sharing. And then you may have people following because they want to engage with you and eventually be a client or a customer. And so what you want to think about when it comes to social is the conversions there may not always be money right away, meaning they may not actually purchase something from you, but what you'll have is an engaged audience that you can share and build that community around, that keyword that you used earlier today. And so when it comes to social and conversions, what I found there is it's more about brand awareness for me. It's more about having a platform where I can share my amazing shows like the Diamond Showcase, where I have guests on about business, branding, and talent, where I'm going to also be sharing my podcast, the Diamond Mindset Podcast. And it's also a place for me just to have moments where I can share the impact of mindset and my other businesses and my journey. And so what I want people to think about there is the conversion may not be money on social, but it may be people liking and sharing your posts. Because like you said, those numbers matter. Why? Because it increases your algorithm for visibility. So it's another way. In the past, it used to be only TV, right? Or radio or newspaper ads. But now, as you know, social media has become a major outlet to gain that visibility. And so that's how I treat it there. Now, when it comes to where am I earning my income, it shifted from
show us the money.
I know that's what you want to get to. So, social media is still a big part of that, which is why I started there. So originally, Diamond Diva Entertainment, we're doing live and in-person events. Well, when all the things happened and we had to shut down and close, we pivoted away from that to online events. And so I produce a show now instead of my live in-person networking events called the Diamond Showcase. And we do it on Instagram Live, yes. And the way that works is it's a free platform, so everyone watches for free. Now, when it comes to monetization, that happens on the back end. And that's what I want people to understand. On the front end, yes, it's a free platform. Yes, people are following you for free. But the way you can make conversions in this case is I'm doing it through brand deals, sponsors who actually, pay for a spot or advertising piece, for people to do promotions. Maybe I have a brand deal where I have an affiliate link or something like that for the followers of the show, the viewers to tap into. And so it's all the things that you see behind the scenes. And so that's how you can kind of look at social media. Also, those relationships can turn into opportunities for joint ventures, which I have done, like here today, collaborations. And so the conversion happens from that exposure, and new clients maybe tapping in because they enjoy what they see or hear. Now, I also have another business that grew out of the past couple of years through my personal life. I went through some changes in my life. I was married. I went through a divorce. I was working in corporate America. I hit the glass ceiling there. And even in my modeling career, I hit the glass ceiling. And so I went to a very, very low place where I was like, what is happening in my life? How can I make this better? And that's when I ran into my mentor. And he said something that truly changed my life. He said, Diamond, if you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect anyone else to believe in you? If you don't invest in yourself, how do you expect anyone else to invest in you? And so that really changed my perspective. It was a light bulb moment for me. And so I went on this path of personal development. I invested thousands and thousands of dollars in mentorship and coaching programs. And I came to realize that the thing that was really missing was my mindset. It wasn't that I didn't have the resources or the tools or the opportunities. It was all about how I perceive myself in the world. And so that's what actually shifted me into moving into the whole personal development space. I fell in love with the process of transforming my own mind. And I said, you know what? I don't want anyone else to go through what I went through. I want to be able to support people and have their own transformation, their own awakening, if you will. And that's when I opened up Diamond Diva Entertainment. And I also created under that company, the Abundance Mastermind and the Diamond Mindset Reset Academy. And so it became my mission to share the power of mindset with every single person I can. And I will tell you that business has been growing rapidly over the past 2 years. Why? Because look around. We're not the only people going through changes. This is a global event. And so everyone has decided that, you know what, I need to change some things about how I view myself. I need to address this stress, this anxiety, and this overwhelm in order for me to have a healthy, productive life and achieve my goals. And so I will tell you, that's been my fastest growing company. And then I launched one other business off the back of that. And that is my Diamond Strategies and Solutions business, all up under the umbrella of my Diamond Diva Entertainment LLC. And in Strategies and Solutions, I realized a couple of things. You know, you got to listen to your client. If you want to have conversions, which is what a lot of people look at. I mean, we're talking about money here. We're talking about, being profitable. But really and truly, you need to take a step back and look at where can you make an impact? Because what I will tell you is from that impact that you're able to create income generating opportunities. You're able to create all those successes and things that you really want. And so you really do have to come from a place of how can I serve? And so taking that into account after going through my own journey, I said, how can I better serve people who I'm already working with, many of which were already entrepreneurs, and be able to give them more tools to get where they want to go? And what came up recurring after speaking with them is they need access to capital. They need funding.
Yeah.
They're in business. They've hit rough patches. Now their mindset is focused on how they can shift, how they can grow. Now they need the actual resources to get there. And so that's when I launched my brokerage firm, Diamond Strategies and Solutions, where I actually fund these businesses, fund the real estate investors, and give them the resources and tools, the mindset and the tool set, if you will, to succeed. And so that has been growing rapidly as well. And those two businesses right there have been my primary sources of growth. And I'm just really grateful because it's not just about the income streams for me. It's also about the impact, because I understand what it's like. When I started Diamond Diva Entertainment, I started the company with $500 and a drink. Okay.
I love that. I thought you said $500 and a drink. You said $500 and a drink. Both.
And a drink. And I would tell you, because listen, I was in a rough place, Aurea. I'm going to be real with you guys today. You know, after my divorce, that left me in a depressed state. I felt like there was no way for me to go on. I
Yeah.
was looking at my circumstances and I was like, how am I going to provide for myself? And my husband and I were married. We had 3 young children. So now I'm a single mother with 3 young children to care for. And it was one of those situations where I said, I'm already working in corporate. I've already hit the glass ceiling there, working a second job. Who's going to mother my children? And
Right.
so the solution for me was entrepreneurship. And I took that $500 in a dream. I invested in myself on personal development. And I said, you know what? I am no longer, going to wait for people to give me their modeling job or put me in their event. I'm going to create my own events. I'm going to create
Yeah.
my own company. I'm no longer waiting for someone to give me that C-suite position and put me in the corner office. I am the CEO and the founder of my company. And that gave me so much freedom. And also, I don't have to worry about who's going to be there for my children, who's going to take care of them, how are we going to provide for all the things that they need? Because guess what? Being in this space allows me to also be there with my children, support them. I homeschool them. I'm in their life
Oh
every
my
single
gosh.
day. And so when I tell you, it's been a complete game changer for me. And so I took that $500 and I scaled it within the first year to a 5-6-figure company and growing. And so I just want you all to know this, that when you're going through whatever it is that you're happening in your life, don't allow the naysayers, don't allow the haters, don't even allow that voice in the back of your head that says you can't do it. Because I'm telling you, once you make that shift and that decision to invest in yourself and look at how can I make an impact, that's when the income and all the great things come with it.
Oh my gosh, so much to unpack there. That was amazing. That was a mini masterclass, people. So I hope you're taking notes, rewind, replay, because this is how I experience Diamond Diva almost daily on Clubhouse. She just pours this in, but you do have to take that next step. And this is what we're always telling people. You got to take that next step to invest in yourself, because you can hear all the good, positive inspiration all day long. But if you don't take action, then it's just going to be a lot of positive. Now, Diamond, I used to think, oh, mindset, that's all nice and fluffy and fun. I've always had, really positive attitude. I've done a lot of my business and my careers. Then the pandemic hit, and I realized more than ever, mindset is the first and most important thing, because you can have all the talent in the world, because I don't know if, I'm not going to say we all, but I know I'm a part of this. It has taken a toll mentally. I don't care how great you are, how strong you are. I'm the most positive person on earth. And the pandemic and all its ups and downs and quarantines has taken such a toll on my mental awareness and my mojo. And it's like, I'm not out there doing events and seeing people. All of a sudden it's time, like, mindset is important, because without that, I'm still the same talented person, all the same skill sets. But what's happening to my mojo? Where'd it go? So if you could tell the listeners, all of us, one tip to that mindset that could shift them. And then if they're sitting there thinking, I only have $500, how did you turn that into 6 figures? Like, what's that first step, so we can really help them want to know more from you?
Thank you so much, Aria, for bringing this up, because I really feel like more people need to have that conversation with themselves and, really do a litmus test and say, what is happening here for me? And so when it comes to mindset, I want everyone to understand that it's not simply positive thinking. I think that's a myth that a lot of people believe, that it's just about thinking happy thoughts. Well,
Yeah.
the reality, the reality is, we're humans, and you're going to have moments where things aren't going well. You're going to have sad moments, and you're going to have, things happen in your life. And so it's important to understand that mindset is so much more than that. Yes, I highly recommend thinking positive. That is a great first step. But really, mindset is about understanding the science of your mind, understanding what are your values, understanding your belief structure, understanding and unpacking those patterns of behavior that you develop. And so when you really get deep into it, it's about understanding the science of how your mind works. And what I love about it is, once you understand the functionality of things like your conscious versus your subconscious mind, it actually puts you in an empowered state. And so instead of you feeling like life's just happening to you and your feelings and your emotions and your thoughts are random, you realize that you actually have more control, and you're actually able to exercise more discipline in that space than what you realize. In fact, you get to choose your thoughts, you get to choose your emotions, and most importantly, you get to choose your action steps that you take. So if you're somebody who right now is looking at their life and saying, I don't like what I see right now, I don't like how I feel right now, I want to make a change, and you ask, what is the first step? Well, the first step is actually acknowledging where you are right now in this present time. Just accepting this is where we are. Because what a lot of people do is they want to generalize, rationalize, distort the actual facts and not accept their current state. But I want you to accept it. If you're feeling sad, let those sad feelings out. Don't sweep them under the rug. If you're feeling great, enjoy that, lean into it, and do more of the same. But here's the thing. A lot of people want to act like those emotions aren't real and affecting them, but they are. It's a part of the human condition. And that, I say, imperfection is a symptom of the human condition. And so don't expect every day to be perfect for you.
Yeah.
Here's the key. Here's the key.
Okay, give us the key.
If you're not feeling great about it, don't stay there. Let that moment pass, let those tears out, and then take the action steps to move forward. So what are some actionable things you can do? And this is an exercise I have every single person do that comes through my 101 or my group program, because what it does is gives you a great foundation for moving forward. And this exercise is called the Acknowledgement Exercise. And in this exercise, you literally get out a sheet of paper and you write down 25 things that you love about yourself. Okay, look, I see you got your pen ready.
Got the pen. Come on, people, get your pen and paper. 25 things you love about yourself. I just want to pause there because that is harder than you think, especially for women. You know, we get through, because I've done an exercise similar to this, and you get to like 3, 5, and then you start like, So that is amazing that you do that. That's not an easy question to ask yourself.
Absolutely. And how many people have actually done it, right? And so what happens when you go through this process is about halfway through, like Aurea said, you're going to start getting deeper. You're going to start getting beyond things like, I like my hair, I like my nails. And you're going to start getting to some things that are the core of to who you are and what you actually bring. And you remind yourself literally of the value. Because what happens when you go through things is you start to forget who you are. You start to forget that you have these unique talents and skills and abilities and wonderful qualities. And when you get reconnected to that, that puts you in the right state of mind to move forward, because everything is state. And that puts you in the state that allow you to be able to deal with some of those other emotions and events that happen. So after you get the list, I want you then to create I am affirmations from that list. So it's I am love, I am faith, I am honesty, you know, whatever those great characteristics are that you have on that list. And you look yourself in the mirror, in the eye. Yes, we're going there. Okay? Yes. And I don't care how cheesy you feel. I don't care if you don't believe the words when you're saying them at the time. Do it. Look yourself in the eye and state them to yourself out loud in the morning and in the evening before you go to bed. Why is this important? Because in your mind, you have built up so much negativity from the things that aren't going right. You have what I call weeds in the gardens of your subconscious mind. And so you need to start planting good seeds, things that you're great, things that you're wonderful, things that are going to make you feel good, so that when you start running into these things that happen in life, instead of you coming from a place of lack already, a place of low energy already, you could be at a higher plane, which actually allows you to better deal with those situations. And so that will be the first step. And when it comes to scaling, which was your next question, it's all about taking one step at a time. And this is true for mindset as well. Taking that first step. And for me, it was about getting systematized. So as I told you before, I was doing everything mainly on social media and other types of free platforms. I hadn't taken that next step of investing in systems and software. And how I got to that is I spoke to an expert. I spoke to an angel investor friend of mine. And I said, what can I do to take my business, take my brand to the next level? I want to grow. I want to scale. And he said, if you want to grow and scale, you have to look at your systems, processes, and people. And I really took that information to heart, and I did exactly that. And so one of the first systems that allowed me to grow was I invested in a software called ClickFunnels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you may be familiar with it.
It has been life-changing, lifesaver since all this happened. Go for it.
Yes. And so you understand the value. And so what that did for me was a few things. Number one, instead of me having, random contacts and an Excel spreadsheet and all the things I was doing before, now I had a software where I can actually track my clients and have, what they call customer relationship management. I was also able to build out different landing pages and web pages like the one that Aurea shared earlier today at diamonddivaofficial.com, and be able to actually show people what it is I do in a real estate space that I own. Because one of the things that puts you at risk with using the free platforms is they can take that away. They
I
can shut
know.
down my Instagram. They
And
can,
all of
they
that
can,
has happened just in the last, 12 months. We've
yes.
experienced that.
Absolutely. We saw the
Scary.
whole Facebook, Instagram shutdown incident, and that was a reality check for a lot of people. And
Yeah.
so when you have your own space, you own that real estate. You own those contact information. And so I can
So
always
important.
reach back out. Right now, I have roughly 300,000 collective followers on all my platforms, but those are platforms that they own. And so you have to have a space where you can actually bring those people into your world, show them what you have, and be able to
Mhm.
connect with them off of social in a more meaningful way. And so that was one of the first steps. And then I started to dive deeper in understanding the marketing business principles by hiring, you guessed it,
Yep.
a coach and a mentor. And so when I
So
tell
important.
people,
So important.
extremely,
I mean,
right?
Oprah has several. Tony Robbins has 5 at any given time and you need mentors and coaches in different arenas of your life, not just one Yoda that knows it all. You need to really surround yourself with people that are smarter than you that can help you avoid those pitfalls and those mistakes. So I'm so glad you said that, Diva. Diamond Diva, continue. You got me going on that one.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it really needs to be highlighted because this is a
Yeah,
step that a lot of people skip.
they do.
You're a solopreneur,
Think
you
they can
want
do
to
it
do.
themselves. I don't need to spend money. It's not spending money. It's investing in wiser decisions that'll save you money, make you money faster. And in solopreneurship and entrepreneurship will make you money, which most entrepreneurs don't even do that.
Absolutely, yes. And that was the game changer for me. And so I hired that coach, I hired that mentor. They recommended ClickFunnels. Off the back of that, I was able to build like my entire mindset and funding businesses using those platforms. In fact, within the first 6 months, I won my first ClickFunnels award for my membership platform that I use through ClickFunnels, which would have never happened if I wasn't using their software and their tactics and techniques. And so, what I will tell you all is this: get systematized, hire a coach, a mentor in all the areas, just like Aria said, because yes, I have a mindset coach. All right.
Mhm.
That was my first coach that I hired because you got
That's
to have
right.
that foundation. 80% of your success is your mindset.
You
And
gotta believe you can do it. Like you always say, Diamond, if you can believe it, you can achieve it.
absolutely. You have to have that belief because until you have that intrinsic motivation, until you have touched in with your why for why you're showing up, why you're an entrepreneur, there's always going to be something missing. There's always going to be something that's holding you back. So you
Mhm.
have to gain that clarity surrounding that so you can move forward effectively and efficiently. And then that 20%, that's the tactics and techniques. And so, yes, just like Aria said, I have a mindset coach, I have a business coach, I have a coach specifically on just the marketing piece alone. I have coaches for my health.
Oh
And you have
yeah.
to have coaches in all these different areas. I have a coach for my financial strategy. And so I really recommend that you guys look at that. And like she said, it's not just you spending money like people think. It's actually an investment in yourself because if you don't do that, you're going to waste a lot more money and most importantly, time, which is
Mhm.
truly your most precious resource. And so I was able to do that rapid growth because I didn't go alone. I went with the blueprint, I went with the framework, and I had that support from those mentors and coaches.
And most people, they just think they and I've been there, done that, where you think, oh, I got this, I can watch a YouTube, I can figure this out. But how much is your time worth? And then I almost guarantee you dollars to donuts, the money's not flowing in when you try to do it alone. Again, does Oprah work alone? Does Tyler Perry work alone? Does Martha Stewart work alone? No, they're surrounded by support and help. And bringing it back down, Diamond, you said in the beginning, start with one. Start with something. We're not going to start with the
Absolutely.
entire pie. You start with what do I need first? Get the mindset. And then I always say, get the right coach. And a mindset coach like you, Diamond, is a perfect place to start too, because what I do is I help celebritize your business. So it's always good to get with Diamond to get the mindset right first. Because once you have it, I can help you celebritize it. But Diamond will help you believe in it first and help you, get that structure. So now let's let the world know who you are and the pain you solve. But that it's not going to be your first step because you don't know what you're doing yet. You don't know what you're selling yet or what your impact is going to be. And I love that you said that, Diamond. Find your impact, what impact you want to make, which leads to what I always talk about is what do you want your legacy to be? And that's what I'm going to ask you, Diamond, right now as we wrap this up. What is your dream legacy to leave that when you're gone, people remember you this way? Tell us a little bit about your legacy.
Thank you so much for that. And, my legacy stems from two things that are important to me, which are my whys. And yes, you can have more than one why.
Yeah.
I want you all to understand something quickly before I go into that. And there's two reasons why people change and achieve extraordinary things in their life. One way is through something extraordinary, something great, something happening that, is really exciting and happy time in their life. And the second way that people change is through pain, something that they want to move away from in their life. And I had both of those changes, and I found my whys through those experiences. My first why came from becoming a mother to my beautiful three young kings, Christian, Daniel, and Isaac. And that gave me my motivation. Yes, I love it. All boys, incredible.
And then you said they're your kings. I love that.
Yes, they are. And I'm just so proud of them because, they gave me my first purpose in life.
Yeah.
Prior to that, I had no idea what my legacy was going to be. I had no idea what my purpose for being on this earth was. And after becoming a mother, I knew then this is why I am here. This is my mission. This is my legacy. And so absolutely, I want to be remembered for being a wonderful mother, having birthed some incredible young kings, as I stated, who come into this world and also make an impact. Even at this early age, I'm teaching them about the principles of mindset. I'm working through them through their health conditions. My two oldest boys have sickle cell disease and have had health challenges, but I'm already teaching them the principles of mindset using visualization, meditation, other exercises that I've seen work in my life, and my clients have already turned their conditions around to where they went from being hospitalized several times a year now to haven't been in a hospital for over 2 years and only had basically routine checkups. Absolutely incredible. And so I'm teaching them how to focus their mind for their health, as well as how to create a wonderful life for themselves moving forward, whatever career that they decide, whatever it is that they choose to live out their lives. So that's number one for me. My second legacy comes from my pain. That's the other reason why a lot of people change. And that was through those challenging times I shared with you, hitting the glass ceiling in corporate, in entertainment, as well as in my marriage. I recognized that I want to have a bigger impact beyond me. And I didn't want anyone else to suffer, anyone else to hit those low points that I hit in my life. And so that second legacy is to continue to share the power of mindset with every single person I can.
You will. You are.
Thank you. And
go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, and I just want people to never feel like their past or their current circumstances limit their ability to move forward, limit their vision, limit their mission, limit their impact, quite frankly. And I want people to be empowered and understand that everything that you want to create starts in your mind. And the only limits that you have in life are those that you create in your mind. And just like you can create them, you can remove them and actually shift to that empowered state and achieve your goals. So those would be my two legacies. Thank you so much, Aurea, for the opportunity to share.
Oh my gosh, Diamond, you've got so many legacies to leave. And it's nice I find that a lot with my mompreneurs, that first thing out of the mouth is their children, which I love. But you know what? You just had a crossover there. I don't know if you realized it, but you talk about mindset. I remember in the beginning, I said that before pandemic, I thought mindset, oh, come on, y'all can just, think about it, bring about it. Because I was always, it came easier to me, but pandemic really brought more reality to me. And then I just realized, I'm a cancer survivor. I'm a domestic violence survivor. And I didn't even put two and two together because most of my life I was so busy thriving and going to the next thing and making that positive impact. But you were talking about your sons having the health challenges, and it reminded me that our mindset is 90% of the battle over any health situation. That mindset, when I almost died from chemo, was everything. My faith, the prayers, but the mindset to believe in your own faith, the mindset to believe that prayers work is a mindset. The mindset to believe the power of the impact, and your kids and your mindset to believe that the mindset will help you get through this, because you can have all the medicine in the world, the best doctors in the world, but if your mindset is defeated and your mindset is thinking, this isn't going to work, and I'll just start, just knowing that, my time is short, or all of our times is short. But if you give in and feel defeated and you don't fight it with every part of your being, your faith, your prayer, your mindset, you're already defeated. So let's close out with you saying a little bit more about what that mindset does for you and your children, and for overcoming health and everything else in our world, because that is, I think the whole theme of everything that we do now, the importance of what you think about, you bring about. And that includes your health and trying to make it through something that you're thinking, oh, there's just no way. This diagnosis is too big. So talk to us about that as we close up this wonderful, wonderful conversation with you, Diamond.
I'd love to share this because I think people really need to hear this right now, Aria. The focus on health as wealth has really become in the forefront in recent years. And I will tell you that there's a lot of scientific research on this. This is not woo, this is science. And I invite you to take a look at people like Dr. Bernie Siegel and the work that he's done with cancer patients in particular. And there's been several studies on this that have shown that the clients that they work with who actually did some type of mindfulness exercises, whether it be affirmations, meditation, visualization, or typically some combination of those modalities, as well as going through their treatments, have much better outcomes, even going into full remission, right? And being cured. And this goes across the board. And so what people need to understand is this. When it comes to your mind, your subconscious mind in particular runs all the automatic systems in your body. So there's a reason why I'm speaking right now, but I'm not having to say heart is time to beat, lungs is time to breathe, right? Your subconscious mind controls all that. It also controls what we call the blueprint for perfect health. Your body instinctively already knows how to heal itself. Now, most people accept this when it comes to minor injuries, right? If you get a paper cut, you know that if you cut your finger and you just put, some cleanser on it, and after a couple of days that the skin is going to grow back, you're going to heal. All the red blood cells, white blood cells, those things are going to come and heal it up. But not everyone accepts that this process also can work for bigger and more what most people consider serious health conditions.
I love that analogy though, Diamond. That is so good. You don't think about how it's working when you cut yourself. You just say, oh, my body will take care of it. I'm really loving that.
Yes, and it's true. And so the fact is, just like that belief you have that, oh, this fear, it'll be fine in a couple of days, let it just heal. That same concept applies for those bigger health conditions as well. And there are proven strategies and techniques that you can use to literally heal your body from those bigger ailments. And there's studies to support this. Because here's the flip side. Most people accept that cortisol, which is that stress and anxiety hormone, is connected to diseases like heart disease and high blood pressure, right? Or digestive disorders like ulcers and things. People know that your mind can cause health problems.
Stress, yes.
Exactly. But why can't it go the other way? Why can't your mind heal your body? And so that's what I want people to wrap their minds around. So when you think about this, it's really about educating and looking even deeper, realizing that yeah, it does work the other way as well. And this is scientifically proven. So what can I say for people who are going through some type of health challenge right now? What I will tell you is this. Everything, and I mean everything in our life, we create first in our mind. And so you have to shift your mind into understanding that regardless of your prognosis, diagnosis, or whatever you're experiencing, that you actually can tap into that blueprint of perfect healing in your mind as well. And it starts with that belief, just like Aria said, that it's possible for you, that you are worthy of healing. Because oftentimes we believe in our minds that we're not worthy of the things that we want, that it's not possible for us. But you have to begin to unwind that pattern of thinking and actually shift it to, yeah, actually, I can do this and I'm worthy of this. And that's what mindset training is all about, equipping you with those tools to do exactly that. Things like guided visualization is a tool. And I'm going to share briefly with you a technique I use with my children. My sons are ages 9 and 7. And as stated, they have sickle cell disease. And so this condition is a blood disorder that causes your red blood cells, instead of being round and soft donut-like, they actually become hard and sticky and C-shaped or sickle shaped. This causes pain everywhere in your body that blood can flow. It's also considered a life-threatening condition. However, I don't accept all those things, and I understand that the blueprint for perfect health is in our mind. So I've been studying the modalities of guided visualization, which is a process combination of meditation and literally visualizing in your mind healing. And so I take them through a practice where they see healing white light coming in through their head, flowing through their body, and actually cleansing them of those sickle cells throughout their body. And here's the thing, whenever you're doing visualization or any type of modality like this, you have to have an emotional connection. So you can't just say, I'm healed, and not really believe it. You got to believe it. You got to feel it. And you got to find something that makes it real for you. So in their case, because they're young and they happen to be huge Star Wars fans, also have them imagine the Jedi coming in with their lightsabers, right? And they're slashing through the sickle cells, they're slashing through the sites where they have the pain and executing and removing those things that are impure from their body. And we go through this process every single time that they have pain, every single time they have symptoms. And we've even seen where they reduce their hospitalizations to zero within the past 2 years. The last time that they had a flare up and I had to take my son to the ER, we went through that visualization process on the way to the hospital. And by the time he reached the hospital, not only was his fever broken, which is the trigger warning for us to go, but he also did not have any signs of crisis in his body and no diagnosis. So when I tell you this stuff works, it works. And it really works well with children because their minds are still in that early development phase where they have vivid imaginations and they have deeper connections to their feelings. But adults can do it too. Yeah. And so it's really about opening up your mind and having that belief and the proper techniques and tools so you can have that emotional connection and tap into that blueprint of perfect health.
I love that. And it also goes hand in hand with, pray believing that it can be done and knowing it's that believing all back to mindset, which is so vital and so important. And it saves lives. It does more than just business. Really, it is the whole package. Diamond, you are the whole package. You really can help people in so many ways. I'm going to put your website back up here, Diamond Diva Official. DiamondDivaOfficial.com. If you're listening in, it's up on the screen now. Tap into her. And if you're not following her on social media, you're probably one of the only people in the world that isn't, but get in there and follow her. And if you want to hear this on a regular basis, go to Clubhouse. She's there. Follow her. We're always in rooms together. And then I encourage you to tap in a little deeper and to have that conversation with her because really, Diamond, you're amazing. I love your heart. I love your mindset. I love your passion for people and passion to make an impact. And your legacy is going to be strong and legacy is going to be very impactful. Diamond, I'm so glad we had this time together. Thank you for sharing. You overgave so much. This was a masterclass in itself. And I'm so glad and honored you were here with me today, Diamond. Closing words. What do you want to say? How can people get a hold of you?
Well, I want to say, first of all, thank you so much, Aurea, for being such a gracious host and creating space for me to share today. And guys, if you haven't tapped in with Aurea on a deeper level, I encourage you to do that today. She is one of those people that goes above and beyond to, create spaces for us to share. If you can go to our website, aureamcgarry.com, you'll learn more about all the great things that she is doing. And I will tell you, she is a connector. The first time we met, she made sure that she made space for me and welcomed me into her world. And these are the type of people that you want to have. One of the things I didn't share today is one of the secrets to maintaining and developing that positive mindset is surround yourself with people like Aurea. So I encourage you to connect with her and surround yourself with other like-minded individuals who understand the power of mindset and positivity and just creating good spaces and energy for you to be able to move forward in your life. And for anyone who wants to connect with me further, as stated, she shared my website at www.diamonddivaofficial.com. On that website, you're going to find free resources to get you started on your journey. I have a self-help handbook that you can use as an improvement guide so you can even start moving forward. There's a 7-day challenge in there for you. And there's an opportunity for you to connect with me directly and have that conversation about what is it that you feel is holding you back, or what are the opportunities for you to make that shift in your life and actually get to that next level? Because the truth is, if we keep doing the same things that we're doing, we're going to get the same results. And so mindset is about understanding those patterns that you created and making sure that those things are actually empowering you and moving you forward to achieving your goals. So I truly look forward to connecting with each and every one of you. You can find me on my socials at DiamondDivaOfficial.com on Instagram. You can find me on Clubhouse at I Am Diamond Diva. And I just look forward to meeting each and every one of you. And the last thing I'm going to say is this is my motto in life. I hope that you adopt it as well. And that is, if you believe it, if you take massive action, you can achieve it. Thank you so much, Aurea. Love you lots.
Oh, amen, amen. The key word in that too is got to take action on it. So glad you're here, Diamond. You're amazing. Mwah. I love you. And I'm so glad you're my neighbor because we're going to get together and we are going to do some wonderful things here in our Atlanta area. So I'm so glad you do events because I'm ready to get back to events as well. So Diamond, thank you so much for being on Get Celebritized and being my friend and one of my colleagues here in this whole new world. I'm so glad to have met you. Thank you to Clubhouse and thank you, Diamond. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Love you more.
All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Until next time on Get Celebritized. Don't forget, my mantra is earn more so you can live more so you can give back more. There are nonprofits and charities out there that need you and me to be successful so we can give back to them. So on that note, have a great one. See you next time on Get Celebritized. Bye for now.